Hi Bryony, and thanks for your time today. So can you tell me your job title and just a little taste of what it is that you do on the project?
So I'm the lead health and safety for One Horton Heath project, and it's all about setting our standards, making sure that our contractors work safely and go home safely, and that our impact on the local population and the local environment is minimised.
How did you train and fall into this role in the sector?
Well, I've been working in health and safety for just over 20 years now. It was actually a graduate recruitment campaign for the Health and Safety Executive. When I left school, I wanted to be a dentist, but as it happened, I didn't actually get the grades to do dentistry, and then I ended up going through clearing and getting a place at Southampton University to do nutritional sciences, which was very, very interesting. Thoroughly enjoyed it. I started a PhD in immunology. But I really wasn't enjoying that, and I gave that up after about 6 months. It was kind of expected in my family that obviously after school you'd go on to do A-levels, and then the natural progression was to go to university. But it just really felt like the wrong thing to do. When I kind of discussed it with my husband, he just said to me, he said, if you don't want to do it, don't do it. I went and worked in various different jobs. I worked for a paper merchant for a while. I spent a year working in customer services. And I saw an advert for a health and safety inspector for the HSE, which is something I'd really never considered before. But I knew from working in the labs when I started my PhD that I didn't want to be in a laboratory. I wanted to be something that was more out there, people focused, sort of ticked all the boxes. It was all about going into different types of businesses, teaching them and bringing them on board with what the law says, and also keeping people safe at work. There's so many different facets to health and safety. There's so many different things that you can go into. You can be construction health and safety, the printing industry and the food industry, and all of those different industries that have different health and safety needs, but actually it all fits around the same legislation. So we've got asbestos specialists, we've got noise specialists, we've got occupational hygienists, we've got construction specialists, but it's a huge diverse range of people, and actually being part of that group is really beneficial. I'm still very much enjoying the health and safety side of things. I'm still learning every day.
Is there anyone who has motivated you? Anything that you can look back on and go, that person or that thing made a difference in me going down this route?
There are some pivotal inspectors that absolutely were phenomenal.
Yeah.
Just really engaging, being in health and safety and having had that experience of investigating and going to court and talking to businesses and seeing how some organisations can do really well. I'm very much promoting that for our contractors, because actually I've been there, I've done that, I've seen the fatal accidents.
Yes. Yeah.
I can help them to bring them up, to bring them to a level where actually they are talking about it.
So when we talk about skills and qualities, what would you say are the skills that are absolutely paramount for this job?
So for me, I think strong leadership, I think teamwork, and an ability to collaborate. You are part of a community, part of a team. Adaptability, so being able to talk to people at all levels, being able to communicate, and not being afraid to say, I don't know. You will always get different opinions on different things. So it's really about identifying what you don't know.
What are the most important subjects that you think, well, I use that every day, that's really important to what I do?
Written English, how to communicate effectively.
Yeah.
The sciences will give you a good understanding of COSH, which is the control of substances hazards to the health, but also things like psychology. People become blasé and they become way too familiar. People tend to think it's not going to happen to me.
So for a young person watching these videos, what would be your top tip if they wanted to get into the role of a health and safety lead or a health and safety officer?
If you look at sporting events, if you look at anything where you've got public gatherings, having first aid, I mean even on the beach someone falls over and you can help them, and I find that really, really rewarding, is actually being able to help someone. Learning how to do risk assessments, going through that process of what are we doing today. There's a whole load of different things that people can do.
Thank you, Bryony. It's been fascinating learning about your role. You're so passionate about it. I know you really care. So thank you for giving up some time to talk to me today.
You're very welcome.